Cheryl Peterson from Healing Science Today. This is one of a video of series called Removing Mental Clutter. The topic is eating. I know, big topic. Do we talk about dieting, or do we discuss the nation's epidemic of obesity, or do we talk about eating healthier? Maybe another time we'll discuss those topics. But for now, we're going to clear out some clutter on the subject of balance. Now stay with me here because we won't be considering physical balance or a balanced diet. Those are relative, different for different people. Let's consider a balanced mental treatment. Now, we've realized negative thinking, wrong views of ourselves and of God make a mess of things. So, in our spiritual treatment, we hope to get rid of false beliefs and narrow-mindedness. But this is where the balance comes in. We can't spend too much time getting rid of limited thinking. To single-mindedly search for some ungodlike thought and get rid of it can be self-sabotaging. It's okay to relax. Take time to acknowledge spiritual goodness everywhere. Take time to live for God, for truth, in your own unique way. When it comes to eating, I remember that as a child, I didn't think twice or even once about what I ate. But when I was in high school, I got caught up in the fad diets and counting calories. I did this throughout college, and by then I started questioning, why am I always counting and weighing and thinking about food? Food weighed so heavy in my mind that I think I gained weight just by thinking about eating. Anyway, I realized I was using willpower to curb how much I ate and exercised, which made me a little nervous because human willpower is not spiritual knowledge, and it can work against God's will. Then I read this from Science and Health, from the chapter Footsteps of Truth. It is only productive to exercise human willpower in subordination to truth. This balanced my mental treatment. I didn't have to entirely get rid of human willpower as though it is some evil force greater than God. I could relax in my spiritual treatment and be sure that my will was subordinate to God. This idea produced a more balanced approach to my eating habits, and I was better able to focus on God instead of food. Let me give an example. One day I was ready for a break and a snack. I got myself a piece of cheesecake and sat down to read the newspaper. I'm reading along, but I started hearing another thought. It came to my mind as if it was my own thought, and man, it was clearly saying, oh, I want to eat that cheesecake. It will taste so good. Then, get this, I felt hunger pains. It felt like I was starving. I wasn't starving. I don't think I know what starving is. The whole scenario was so bizarre. It was evidence of impersonal thoughts. These thoughts were not mine. The cake certainly was not talking. All of these thoughts of eating and food and craving are in the collective mass consciousness. I was picking up on those. Thankfully, we have the God-given ability to recognize the truth and not react to crowd thinking. I sat there, I looked at that cheesecake, and I thought about God. And I asked, does God eat? Just the thought of it, I thought, no, God doesn't eat or consume his creation? And I thought, oh, God is satisfied. What to do? Well, that particular time, to impress myself with the spiritual truth that God, and therefore us, are satisfied, balanced, and self-controlled, I got up and I threw away the cheesecake. And I went about my day. But it's only clutter if you think that, oh, what worked for Cheryl, oh, that might work for me. No. The demonstration is yours. The answer that you understand will come to you. It will make sense and it will work. I'll slip in another incident here that occurred actually a long time ago, but it brought about a balance by giving me a mental relief. I had been weighing myself on the scale daily. One day, I laughed at the ridiculousness of this. What? I need a scale or a machine to tell me my clothes are tight? I don't think so. Anyway, I threw out the scale, and those numbers no longer clutter up my mind. Time to stop talking before you start believing I throw a lot of stuff out. But remember, there is no starting and stopping. See yourself in a continuous circle, centered on a God that loves you and keeps you in balance. And we do have the will to follow the spiritual pattern.